On Monday, the House passed a bill that would bring back primaries.
It comes after a voter blowback to election changes lawmakers made 3 years ago. KOMU 8's Hunter Walterman talked to the lawmaker leading the charge to make primaries the norm again. Hunter?
Yeah, basically it would take things back to the way they were before 2022. Representative Rudy Veit says the goal is to make it easier for people to vote and put the state back in charge of running presidential primaries. It comes after a lot less people voted and there were a lot more problems during last year's Republican caucus.
What happened? Why don't we get a vote anymore?
Last year, Rudy Veit got a lot of calls.
Well, I heard from a lot of constituents.
For Republican voters, this was their only chance to weigh in on who would be their front runner.
After state lawmakers eliminated primaries, Republicans did a caucus.
Call it to order.
It's a kind of town hall meeting, one that I covered in Boone County when it happened last year. People voted with their feet, moving to different sides of the room based on which candidate they support.
I think most people involved in Missouri politics recognize that it was a mistake.
Peveril Squire is a Mizzou political science professor. He says it's hard for voters to participate in a caucus, which can last for hours.
Participation levels in both Republican and Democratic processes was remarkably low.
In Boone County, 263 voters were part of the caucus. That's down from the more than 25,000 people who voted in the county's 2016 GOP primary.
But the problem with the caucus is that it's going to exclude people who can't get up and out of their house.
A problem that party leaders acknowledged, and now some are trying to fix. Veit, a Republican who represents Cole and Miller counties, is sponsoring a bill that would bring primaries back.
It gave everybody a chance to at least let their voice be heard.
On Monday, the House passed his bill in a bipartisan vote, sending it to the Senate. Squire says primaries should make it easier for people to have their voice heard.
It's just much easier to do, much less of a time commitment, and it still allows you to voice your opinion.
Our partners at the Missourian report, the cost for Missouri to run the primaries is $8 million. And in the big scheme of Missouri's more than $40 billion budget, Squire says that's just not a lot of money. In the studio, Hunter Walterman, KOMU 8 News.